be new to others. But one thing, I love interaction. I hate talking to myself. Can y'all handle that? No. 2 people listening. So I need you to interact with me. I need you to talk to me, all right? This is for us. This is the things you can learn. It's life-changing information if you use it. So I need you to talk back to me. I need you to think, and I need you to be able to respond. Can y'all handle that? Yes, 5, 6, 7 people. Can y'all handle that? Yes, sir. All right. So we're talking about building healthy relationships. Can everybody see the screen? Yes. What's the first thing that comes to mind when somebody says relationship? What's the first thing? Yeah. Boom. Wrong. Wrong. I'm gonna teach you about healthy relationship. That's a myth. That's a stigma. Relationship, female, that's a part of relationships. That's not the big picture. For us as men, growing up, that's what we think. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Relationship, woman. Wrong. That's a piece. I'm going to teach you skills that you're going to learn that can change your life forever. So, before we get started, how many of you know each other? Like everybody in this room. How many people know? Everybody in this room.
No, everybody.
How many people know at least 3 people in this room? 5, 7, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 20. All right. To me, that's an issue. Why is that an issue?
Because everybody.
What? Y'all black. I mean, that's one thing, y'all black. Second thing, what? Y'all male. What's the third thing?
You're only class together.
Y'all in school. Y'all in B-men. Y'all got so many things in common, but you only know 2 or 3 people in your circle. Y'all met numerous times since you've been in school, correct?
Yeah.
So there's no reason that you only know 3 people in BB. There's no reason for that. That's why we're working on relationships. So I need everybody to come to the front, and on your way to the front, introduce yourself to somebody new. Just first name basis. Come on to the front. Come on.
Mandingo.
Man, right there. Come on up. Go. Come on up. We got 3 seats up here. Let's go.
You see that road? ML.
All right. Now, what you've done was the first step to establishing a relationship. All right. That's the first step. I don't know why it took a month for you to get to know somebody else that you see every week. Study hall, around campus. But today you decided, okay, let me introduce myself to this guy. It's a connection. Now, at the end of this, we're going to establish another connection. So, as I mentioned from the beginning, a relationship as far as female is not the only form of relationship. So to establish a relationship, what do you need? What's the first thing you need? It's 2 keys. What's the very first thing you need? What's the first key? Communication. That's it. That's it. What's communication? What else?
Information.
Verbal and nonverbal. You can say so many things without ever opening your mouth. So when we think communication, all you think is talk, text, email. But it's nonverbal. The reason you didn't speak to the guy to your left or right was because of nonverbal cues. What was something nonverbal that your neighbor gave to you that let you know, man, it might not be cool to talk to you? Mean mug. Mean mug. Why? Because they don't know you. Because what? They don't know you like that. Why not? Because what? So boom, you done blocked. You done blocked a relationship, right? As soon as you walked in, you done blocked this relationship because you didn't say anything to your neighbor. He didn't say anything to you because he's thinking the same thing. So you blocked a relationship. You blocked a connection to somebody who looks just like you, to somebody who's in school just like you, to somebody who's in B-men just like you. Why did we block that communication?
Fear.
Fear.
Or you don't see it as necessary.
As necessary? Really? Why are we even here? Why is B-men established? So you graduated. So you graduated. How do you graduate? Pass your class. Y'all gotta go deeper Anybody that's successful, I guarantee no one has graduated from school or became successful by themselves. It's impossible. So you need this group. You need each other. You need people. You will not, it's very hard to be successful or graduate from college without that network, without a relationship. All right? So, we talked about the first key was what? Verbal and nonverbal, correct? So the first thing you need to do is be able to establish that communication. So your nonverbal cues, if you always mean much, what are people going to do? Mean mug back. And what does that do? It blocks your connection. Instantly. It blocks your connection. In order to have a connection, you smile. You speak. We're going to do it. Why not? Why don't we speak? Why don't we smile and speak to other people? Black men are angry. First thing. What else? First myth. Insecure. Second myth. What else? You don't know how they're going to react. What else? It ain't cool to smile. What else? Now let me tell you the difference between college students. Listen up. Let me tell you the difference between college students and college graduates. Most college graduates, black men, speak to each other. They speak to people. It's an instant connection because they know the value of having relationships. Y'all don't understand the value just yet. But once you understand it, there's no way you're going to go around and meet somebody that looks just like you and not say a word. Because anything, any way you want to be, somebody's been there. There's nothing new under the sun. In order to do it, you have to have a relationship. Any way you want to be, any job, somebody's doing it. Somebody's father is doing what you want to do. How many people want to be engineers? Somebody's father is doing that. Somebody's brother is doing that. Somebody's friend is doing that. But if you close the lines of communication, you will never find the information out. How many people want to be a doctor? Several doctors out there, right? How can you become a doctor and get educated about it if you don't know them? That's by relationship. How many people want to be in counseling? Psychology. No. I know Dr. Brooks. I'm good. I'm good. I'm straight. That's what establishing a relationship. So what's the second key? Communication is the first. What's the second? Trust. Ooh, you on point. Trust, or the lack of trust. Before you can put anybody in the category, and there are 4 categories, you have to establish trust. Trust lets you know where they're gonna fit. So that's trust or the lack of trust. So I said there are 4 categories that people can fit in once you meet them. It's only 4. It's 5 based off your choice. Your choices determines if it's 4 or 5. Anybody that you meet in the world, in your life, they're only going to fit in 1 of 4. What's the first one? And it's not at 4. What's the first 2? Friendship. What's a friend?